Hey everyone, Candy Czar Rue here. I'm super excited to film another video of just reading scripture. I've decided that, and you guys voted, and we've chosen Yochanan, which is John. The book of John is usually recommended for new believers to just go ahead and read first if they want kind of a foundation in the very basic essentials of who Yeshua / Jesus was / is. And so for that reason, it's literally one of my favorite books of the Bible. It's a gospel that you can mince no words. Yeshua / Jesus is in fact divine. He is in fact God. And he did in fact die on the cross and resurrected on that third day. So with that, we're going to get started. I know you guys want me to read from a few different translations. So I've done, I want to say the King James Bible, the New King James, and the Stone edition of the Tanakh. And this time we are going to, I have my Bible cover, obviously, as you can see, on this Bible, but this is the Scriptures Bible. If you go back to a few of my videos, you will see me referencing it or talking about it. I will link below where you guys can buy one, both on Amazon and on the website. But yes, it is, if you have a Bible app, it is called T as in Tom, S as in Sam, 2009. It used to be in the Bible app as ISR 98 because it is from the Institute for Scripture Research. So anyway, with that, obviously you guys can see I have a new microphone. My husband is doing a podcast for his job, and for whatever reason, they had an extra one, so I'm using this one. So hopefully this sounds a lot better than the other way I was doing it. If not, then I will figure it out. But for now, just work with me. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading Genesis, my goodness, Yochanan, John, chapter 1. Put my scarf on my head. All right. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Elohim, and the Word was Elohim. He was in the beginning with Elohim. All came to be through him, and without him not even one came to be that came to be. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from Elohim whose name was Yochanan. This one came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all might believe through him. He was not that light, but that he might bear witness of that light. He was the true light, which enlightens every man coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world came to be through him. And the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own did not receive him. But as many as received him, to them he gave the authority to become children of Elohim, to those believing in his name, who were born not of blood, nor of the desire of flesh, nor of the desire of man, but of Elohim. And the Word became flesh, and pitched his tent among us, and we saw his esteem as of an only begotten, his esteem as of an only brought forth of a father, complete in favor and truth. Yochanan bore witness of him, and cried out, saying, This was he of whom I said, He who comes after me has become before me, because he was before me. And out of his completeness we all did receive, and favor upon favor, for the Torah was given through Moshe. The favor and the truth came through Yeshua Messiah. No one has ever seen Elohim, the only brought forth Son who is in the bosom of the Father, he did declare. Now, this was the witness of Yochanan, when the Yehudim sent from Yisraelim priests and Levites to ask him, "Who are you?" And he confessed and did not deny, but confessed, "I am not Messiah." And they asked him, "What then? Are you Eliyahu?" And he said, "I am not." "Are you the prophet?" And he answered, "No." Therefore they said to him, "Who are you? So that we give an answer to those who sent us. Who do you say about yourself? Or what do you say about yourself?" He said, "I am a voice of one crying in the wilderness, make straight the way of Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, as the prophet Yeshayahu said." And those sent were of the Pharisees. And they asked him, saying, "Why then do you immerse if you are not the Messiah, nor Eliyahu, nor the prophet?" Yochanan answered them, saying, "I immerse in water, but in your midst stands one whom you do not know, the one coming after me, who has become before me, whose sandal strap I am not worthy to loosen." This took place in Beth Anya, beyond the Yarden, where Yochanan was immersing. On the next day, Yochanan saw Yeshua coming toward him and said, "See the Lamb of Elohim who takes away the sin of the world. This is he of whom I said, after me comes a man who has become before me, for he was before me. And I did not know him, but that he might be revealed to Yisrael, therefore I came immersing in water." And Yochanan bore witness, saying, "I have seen the Spirit coming down from heaven like a dove, and remain on him. And I did not know him, but he who sent me to immerse in water said to me, Upon whom you see the Spirit coming down and remaining on him, this is he who immerses in the set-apart Spirit. And I have seen and have witnessed that this is the Son of Elohim." Again, the following day, Yochanan was standing with two of his taught ones, and looking at Yeshua walking, he said, "See, the Lamb of Elohim." And the two taught ones heard him speaking, and they followed Yeshua. And Yeshua, turning and seeing them following, said to them, "What do you seek?" And they said to him, "Rabbi," which means teacher, "where are you staying?" He said to them, "Come and see." They went and saw where he was staying, and remained with him that day. Now it was about the 10th hour. Andri, the brother of Shimon, Kepha, was one of the two who heard from Yochanan and followed him. First he found his own brother Shimon, and said to him, "We have found the Messiah," which means anointed. And he brought him to Yeshua. And looking at him, Yeshua said, "You are Shimon the son of Yonah. You shall be called Kepha," which means stone. On the following day, Yeshua wished to go to Galilee, and he found Philip, and said to him, "Follow me." And Philip was from Bethsaida, the city of Andre and Kepha. Philip and Nathanael, and said to him, "We have found him whom Moshe wrote of in the Torah and the prophets, Yeshua of Nazareth, the son of Joseph." And Nathanael said to him, "Is it possible for any good matter to come out of Nazareth?" Philip said to him, "Come and see." Yeshua saw Nathanael coming toward him, and said of him, "See, truly a Yisraeli, in whom there is no deceit." Nathanael said to him, "From where do you know me?" Yeshua answered and said to him, "Before Philip called you, when you were under the fig tree, I saw you." Nathanael answered and said to him, "Rabbi, you are the son of Elohim. You are the sovereign of Yisrael." Yeshua answered and said to him, "Because I said to you, I saw you under the fig tree, do you believe? Greater than that you shall see." And he said to him, Truly, truly, I say to you, from now on you shall see the heaven opened, and the messengers of Elohim ascending and descending upon the son of Adam. And I'll end there. That is John chapter 1. And I'm going to go ahead and read chapter 2. But I do want to interject real quick, because for the people who are on Patreon, you're going to want to pause here and go ahead and start the study, because I'm going to do the written study and podcast kind of chit-chat talks chapter by chapter, but I'm going to be reading Emir Hashem, God willing, 2 or 3 chapters each video set for the YouTube viewers. So if you'd like to become a Patreon, or a patron at whatever they call them, for as low as $1 a month, I think for the podcast, you'd have to go to $3 a month. But if you want to do that, the link will be below if you want kind of the PDF Bible study that goes with this reading. So just thought I'd say that so that the people on Patreon won't be confused as to how I have it formatted. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and read Yochanan chapter 2, John chapter 2. I'm going to fix this, actually. Oh, there we go. And on the 3rd day, there was a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Yeshua was there. And both Yeshua and his taught ones were invited to the wedding. And when they were short of wine, the mother of Yeshua said to him, They have no wine. Yeshua said to her, Woman, what is that to me and to you? My hour has not yet come. His mother said to the servants, Do whatever he says to you. And there were 6 stone water jugs standing there, according to the mode of cleansing of the Yehudim, each holding 2 or 3 measures. Yeshua said to them, Fill the water jugs with water, and they filled them up to the brim. And he said to them, Now draw out and take it to the master of the feast. So they took it. But when the master of the feast had tasted the water that had become wine, and did not know where it came from, though the servants who had drawn the water knew, the master of the feast called the bridegroom, and said to him, Every man at the beginning sets out the good wine, and when they have drunk, then that which is poor. You have kept the good wine until now. This, the beginning of the signs, Yeshua did in Cana of Galilee, and manifested his esteem, and his taught ones believed in him. After this he went down to Capharnaum, he and his mother, and his brothers, and his taught ones, and there they stayed not many days. And the Pesach of the Yehudim was near, and Yeshua went up to Jerusalem. And he found in the set-apart place those selling oxen and sheep and doves, and the money changers sitting. And having made a whip of cords, he drove them all out of the set-apart place, with the sheep and the oxen, and poured out the money changers' coins, and overturned the tables. And he said to those selling doves, Take these away. Do not make the house of my Father a house of merchandise. And his taught ones remembered that it was written, The ardor for your house has eaten me up. And the Yehudim answered and said to him, What sign do you show to us, since you are doing these? Yeshua answered and said to them, Destroying this dwelling place, and in 3 days I shall raise it. Then the Yehudim said, It took 46 years to build this dwelling place, and you are going to raise it in 3 days? But he spoke about the dwelling place of his body. So when he was raised from the dead, his taught ones remembered that he said this to them, and they believed the scripture and the word which Yeshua had said. And when he was in Jerusalem at the Pesach, at the festival, many believed in his name when they saw the signs which he was doing. But Yeshua was not entrusting himself to them, because he knew all men, and had no need that anyone should witness of man, for he knew what was in man. All right, guys, that goes head, goodness gracious. That right there concludes our first reading of Yochanan, John, chapters 1 and 2. I'm excited for this book, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Be sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I know YouTube is being kind of funny, so if you guys like these videos and you want to be hearing the reading of the word, then be sure to subscribe, like this video, and then hit that bell icon if you actually want notifications. And if you don't want notifications, then don't click the bell icon. But just thought I'd let people know, because sometimes I get comments that like, oh, hey, I didn't even see this until now, or, whatever. And so there's a few channels that I hit the little bell because I want to know as soon as they upload. So if this channel is that for you, then that little bell icon next to the subscribe button would help you with that. All right, you guys, until next time, Im Yirtzeh Hashem, if God wills, bye y'all.